It's Micheline from Micheline Makes again. This started January, around about the beginning of last year, 2018. I made a jumper, and it was the Jalie Yoko one, and it was made with poppies, red poppies. And I liked it so much, but I had made it too big and I had to keep cutting it down to make it fit me. So I happened to notice that this is, I don't know if you remember, I got a bumper, what do you call it, a bumper pack from Minerva Crafts, which was called this poly, I don't know what you call it, we used to call it cortel, but it's like a jersey. And I got this, is that better? That might be better. I got this last year, around about summer, and it's dark green, this one, and I'm thinking, what on earth am I going to do with this? Well, I want to make a jumper out of some poppy fabric that I got from the knitting and stitching show, but I wanted to try it out. I wanted to check it out in the right sizing this time. So I used this green. I've had to I put little vents up here. I would have liked pockets, but there wasn't enough fabric to go around. The sleeves are a little bit short, and because they're a bit short, I put these in to make it look a bit more 3/4 length. Put buttons on. This is, I'm a bit iffy about this. I'm a bit iffy about the pink, but it kind of adds a bit of pop of colour. And this is just basically some bias binding that I had corded, that I'd sewn into a little cord, and then I'd sewn it across there, put a little bar across there, threaded 2 buttons. There's 1 button there and then a second button, threaded 2 buttons and put the cord through and made it like this into a little bow with the buttons. So I thought that might set it off. These are because I was going to top stitch. I actually initially was going to do like a mustard yellow, and I top stitched there, and the top stitch didn't work very well, and it was a fancy top stitch, so to unpick it would have taken ages. So I thought, right, I took this is old 40-year-old bias binding, trying to use it up. I made a band across there where the seams are. I've turned this down a bit more. It's actually that height, but my grandson kept saying, "Grandma, pull it down, pull it down." If you want to hide your double chin, it's great for hiding double chins. But I did turn it down a second time just to make it lie a bit better like that. The back bit has 2 pieces. I put a panel in there, and it has 2 pieces of bias binding because that was another place that I did the yellow stitching and it didn't look right. So I just topped it with a bit of bias binding. I like the top. I would have liked pockets, but I didn't have enough fabric. I was really cutting close to get to get all of it out of it. I will do it again in the poppy, and I've got enough fabric to make it all to put it all together. So I'm looking forward to making this in the poppy fabric. It's not really poppy fabric, it's rose fabric, but this is what I want to make it out of, this. And so I didn't want to do it and then find that I messed it up. So it's a jersey. It's stretchy that way, and I figured I've got, I think it's 1.5 meters that I've got, meter and a half, I think it is, around about 1.5 meters, and it's double, so I should get a nice top out of it with pockets, and I'm going to look forward to making that. It takes about, well, because I had the fuss on with this lot, with the bias and everything, this took me about 2 hours to make, 2.5 hours, but this shouldn't take as long to make. So this is my next one, the Jalie Yoko top, free pattern, and I'm looking forward to making that. I'll let you see when it's finished. going to take this off. I've got enough fabric and I'm going to redo this neck. But the rest of it is fine. Cuffs on, buttons on the side. I don't know if you can see them there. Buttons on the side, on both sides. But this is going to come off. I'm going to cut this off and redo the neck again. So I've changed the collar. Made a raised collar, but I quite fancy a little tab that goes over there. Basically, I removed the whole of the collar. I took the measurement of the neck. It's quite an open, wide neck. So I took a measurement of the neck, and even with a roll collar, I basically cut a rectangle up and folded it over, and when I pinned it, it was still sticking up. So what I've done is I took the rectangle and I tapered well in like that on both sides, then folded it over, right sides together, sewed it. I've actually got a seam on that side and a seam on this side, and just as a bit of an accent, I put a little flap on with a button on. It didn't have pockets. I've got the little opening there, as you can see, and an opening there. It didn't have pockets, and I like a pocket. So I took some fabric and made some vent pockets like that. And to make sure, because it's a very firm fabric, I've put little Velcro on inside so I can open it up and put my hands in with the Velcro like that. Get my hands in. I can put my hands in, but then I can close with the Velcro like that. So it's a slip pocket. Very it was kind of a, how would you describe it? What, flying by the seat of my pants again. And I was thinking, well, what should I do? Should I do a rectangle? And then I need to do a little rectangle and sew it round. So basically I took a rectangle of fabric, put it right sides together here, sewed a little rectangle round it, slit it, and then turned it inside, and then put a backing pocket on the inside. So I've got basically like that, something there. It's a rectangle of fabric, and then the hand goes in there. It's lined with I had enough fabric to make the pocket. So that's, Velcro's very tough. But I do like the fact that I can put my hands in my pockets. I was going to do a kangaroo pouch, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. So it's turned out much better. And I put cuffs on as well. I wasn't sure whether I should put cuffs on, but I did. I've put cuffs on, and I much prefer it. I really like this. So this is, what was it called? It's called the It's called the can't remember. But it's, as I say, this is one of the UFOs that I did around about March. Didn't like the neck, as you've seen in the previous video. And this is what it's turned out like. And I will be wearing it. I do love it. I think it's really, really nice now. So this is a UFO that you put to one side, and it actually turns out much better to wear. It does feel like I'm ripping it when I use this Velcro, you know. That one's not so bad, but this one's quite... Can you hear it? So that's it for today, and if you want to see some more, look at that one or look at that one. Or if you want to be updated on all my vlogs that I put up, then go and click that, because that little subscribe button is the one that's going to tell you when I've made a vlog. And if you click the bell beside, just below down here, then that will tell you when there are videos coming out from me. And hopefully, I say this all time and time again, hopefully there'll be more for you later. Bye!